What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux. In today's video, girl, we're talking about drama. I don't really think it's drama, but I feel so, like, it's one of those, like, life experience videos. I feel like, oh, you know, I'm gonna talk about it, girl. So, Jeffree Star, as you know, his boyfriend's brother is no longer at the house. Now, look, this is, like, a very interesting story, right? So, I think it affects the mental and the relationship Jeffree has with his boyfriend. So, if you don't know, I'm gonna catch you up to speed, girl. Jeffree Star lives in California, Calabasas, girl. They have a beautiful home. Jeffree Star's boyfriend, I think his name Nathan, girl, so don't come for me if I got it wrong. But Nathan has a brother, girl. And so he was like, can my brother come live with us? Jeffree Star was like, yeah, cool. So the brother came and lived with them. Now, my mama always said, girl, always said, a relationship should be with two people. You shouldn't have anyone else in the home because it just starts drama. Shouldn't be their brother or their sister, the grandma, the mom. You know, you would think that having like the sister there or the mom would be like no drama, or like the grandma, but usually there's like drama. You know what I'm saying? And it comes to the thing, like, it comes to the point where it's like Jeffree, and not necessarily Jeffree, but it's like put yourself in that situation, right? You live in a home, you have a boyfriend, and then your boyfriend's brother's there, girl, right? And why isn't Jeffree married yet with this guy? Who knows? Jeffree wouldn't tell the brother's boyfriend, be like, you didn't clean after yourself, you pissed all over the toilet, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to come off like as a bitch, so he'll probably tell his boyfriend, hey, can you tell your brother that, like, you know, he needs to, like, go to work, or he needs to, like, show up for work, or he should, like, stop peeing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop smoking so much, like, who knows what it is, but it's like you really don't want to, like, tell them directly, so you kind of tell the brother to tell them, you know what I'm saying? Which is, like, a normal, respectful thing to do, right? But then I just feel like maybe it just got kind of out of hand. Because Jeffree Star said he felt used, girl. She put it all over her Twitter, girl. I'm gonna apply a little makeup on with two palettes, girl. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever palette here and the Limelight palette right here. So I'll be using a little bit of those. So I'm gonna use both of those colors to this, like, for this little look here, girl. Link in the description if you want, not sponsored. So I was thinking to myself, you know what? It's not cool. If you have a relationship with your boyfriend, right? You should never actually invite anyone else to the relationship. It should just be like two people, you know, because it always starts drama. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like the mother-in-law. And if you're like an older person, you know, like, what it is that I'm talking about. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about. It should just be between two people, girl. And so I feel like Jeffree Star, being a nice girl that she is, really didn't want to start any drama and just kind of like let things flow. So when she said she felt like used or manipulated or whatever it is that she said, I kind of feel like she felt that way in a sense that, like, you know, I let you stay here, I didn't really charge you that much rent. And it's my opinions, girl. I'm not saying it's facts, it's my opinions. Or like, you know, I gave you a job and then you didn't really want to like show up for the job as much as I thought you would, and stuff like that, because supposedly I think that boy works in his factory and stuff like that, which is really cool. I mean, it's a really good opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to a really good, blessed opportunity to make some money out there in California. But Calabasas, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, I'm not going to say like it's boring, but it's kind of like, girl, if you don't know nobody, it's kind of hard to be friends living out there, because that's usually like an established city, you know what I'm saying, if that makes any sense. Or you gotta have like a really good people person. Girl, I done messed up this look, girl. I swear, I try to be cool, girl. I try to be. It just doesn't work out the house. I'm gonna come back to you later. But, you know, and I've had times where, like, people have, like, used me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people I thought were, like, so nice and had good intentions. And I'm pretty sure they did have good intentions. But they, like, used me for, like, money. They used me for stuff. I didn't even know you're being... Like, when you're being used, you don't even know that you're being used. Can we talk about that for a second? Like, there are so many people out there who owe me so much money, girl. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even going to, like, beg you and ask you for it. Because if that's all it took to get you out of my life, bye. Basically, I just bought you out of my life. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that. I don't think that there's any, like, negative vibes or, like, animosity toward, like, Jeffree and his boyfriend's brother. I really don't think that at all. Girl, this is the hard part, girl. I always gotta, like, get in there. Because I'm using these, these are the e.l.f. eyelashes. I like them because they're, like, really subtle. Right? And they're, like, what, 98 cents? But I like to stack them. I didn't stack these, but you can see they're, like, really... Like, well, this one's the girl wonky, the house girl. I gotta fix her too. But you know what I'm saying? They're really cool. Anyways, and so, like, I just feel like, you know what? I've been, like, messed over so many times in my life. I don't even want to deal with it at the time. And so that's why, not to say, like, Jeffree Star's mega uber rich, girl, but it kind of gets to the point where, like, once you reach a certain level of popularity, you kind of just like, stop messing with people. Because now, there's like, what if, because you never know who's going to expose you or sell a story for money. You know what I'm saying? So what if, conspiracy theory girl, Jeffree Star's boyfriend's brother does a tell-all spread for like OK Magazine or TMZ and talks about all these crazy stuff that never even happened at Jeffree Star's house. Like there's like a sex dungeon or something like that. Who knows, girl? Or talks about like crazy stuff. Like, it's like, oh my God, you're scared. What if he exposes you or makes up lies? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the weirdest thing. Like, you just never know. Damn. I swear to God, I tried to do good makeup, girl. I tried to do makeup. And so, like, you just never know. So it kind of feels like maybe there should be a little bit of paranoia going on. Like, girl, I hope you, like, sign, like, a non-disclosure when you come into this house, girl. You cannot talk about nothing that went on. You cannot expose me or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would hope so, at least. But, I mean, that's like, something to think about. So, if you see a magazine article pops up and it has Jeffree Star's boyfriend's brother all over it, you already know he's spilling the tea, honey. Spilling the tea. But I think it's good that he left. If Jeffree Star really wants to take this relationship serious with this boy, I think it was Nathan, I think it really did need to happen, that he needed to get out the house. Because a relationship should be two people, girl. The more people you add in there, it's going to be the more drama. And then, you know, and here's my main thing. Like, I'm not trying to, like, be perverted or nothing, but, like, the reality of the situation is when you have someone living at your house, right? Like your boyfriend's brother or boyfriend's sister or boyfriend's grandma or mom, whatever. You really can't do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it's your own home, right? And granted, like, you should do whatever you want to do. But, like, you really just kind of, like, walk around the house in your boxers or walk around the house with your shirt off or, you know, walk around how you want to walk around. You really can't, like, act super mega goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always that let me be cordial, let me be respectful type of thing. You get what I'm saying? So you really can't, like, be 100% your true self behind doors. You know what I'm saying? Because I think people, when they're in their home behind the doors, I think they act different than when they're out there in public. You know, so they're more relaxed, they're more chill, they're more calm. They may say things they normally wouldn't really say out in public. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Get low in there, girl. But that's just how I feel about that whole situation. Because I know, you know, if I lived in a big old mansion in California, I know my fat ass when be walking around my underwear, girl, and not bother, honey. And if I have my boyfriend's brother there, I really can't do that because, you know, he might want my body, girl. He might be like, oh my God, I love you so much. You're so sexy, girl. And I'd be like, no, get away from me. Can't have me. You can't have me. Get away from me, girl. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that. I remember one time I had this boyfriend, girl. It was like a total mistake. I should never have been with this person. We had stayed with each other shortly for a small amount of time. And he would sometimes invite people over. And he would be like, oh yeah, they're going to spend the night. I'm like, girl, you're going to spend the night? I don't even like this bitch. You have her in my damn home? And then one day, I came home, and that bitch was in my shower. We had 3 showers in that home. And you want to use the master bedroom shower? That makes no sense. So you literally were abusing the home. Like, girl, you know that's my room and where I take a shower at. Why are you going all the way up there to do it? You know what I'm saying? You're a guest of this home. Why are you in the master bedroom? Makes no sense at all. I found that so disrespectful. And I was like, you know what? I'm drawing the line right here. Soon after that, I packed up my bags and I left. And I was like, you know what? I can't be with you no more. And they're like, oh my God, why? I was like, it's not working out for me, girl. There you go. Haven't talked to her since. That, I couldn't stand her drinking too. I do not like a guy who, like, drinks and get, like, really crazy drunk. I do not like it. Get it away from me. I can stand if you're gonna, like, smoke a little weed, because in some states it's illegal. But girl, if that's all you do, girl, get out, girl. I don't want no damn, what they call that, pothead around me all the time. All they want to do is smoke and they can't be functional, have a job and stuff. Can't stand it, I swear to gosh. But anyways, girls, I know you know what I'm talking about. I know there's so many girls out there who are dealing with situations where their mother-in-law lives with them and don't even like the girl. Or the mother-in-law is evil. Or the mother-in-law is like doing stuff behind their back and be like, you see, she don't even clean dishes. I told you, mijo, she was shady. Or something like that. You get what I'm saying? But you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me know what you feel about this whole situation. I hope I'm right. I hope I don't offend anybody by saying, you know, a relationship should be between 2 people. Don't invite any more other people in because it starts drama. That's just how I feel about it. That's how I was raised. I think if you just want a peaceful, calm relationship, it's just to be with 2 people. You know what I'm saying? Have their own space. Smash that like button, comment, rate, subscribe. If you like the video, thumbs up, tell your friends. If you hate the video, send the video to your enemies that when they watch it, they lost 10 minutes of their life they'll never get back. And I'll see you next video. Peace.